All right, everyone, welcome to this new edition of the Daily Horoscope. So basically, I've been spending a considerable amount of time doing all of the editing for the daily and monthly horoscopes with the green screen. So what I've decided to do, and this has sort of been a work in progress for the past few weeks now, is integrate the full 13 and 14 sign astrology into the daily horoscopes and into the other videos as well. So basically what I've decided to do is, instead of spending all that time in post-production editing and doing the images and everything, I'm just going to do it live. So basically what I have here is I have my whole console. I've got my astrology program. I've got this really cool Planetarium, which I'll show you here, which basically shows all of the actual locations in real time according to the time that it's inputted for. For example, this is for tomorrow at around noontime here in the eastern United States. So the key here with this is that this is a medium time for everybody. I feel like an average here for everybody. But what I also have available, which I'll be able to utilize as well and show you guys, is essentially the transits in real time as well. So again, if you take midday here in the eastern United States, you can adjust it. It's very easy to adjust it depending on where you're at in the world. So let's go ahead and run through this, and if you guys have any questions at any point, feel free to let me know. I think this format's going to really work best for me because it'll save me a lot of time, and you, because hopefully this gives you some more information, and like I said, it's going to really narrow in things, especially with the interpretations, and then you can see exactly what I'm looking at. So let's go ahead and look at the moon today, starting off with the overall energy. So essentially we've got the moon in very well set in Gemini now, midday here. It's constellation Gemini. You can see the moon here. The moon's a fast mover, so the moon's going to transit a good chunk of this Gemini energy today, but pretty much right in the middle of it. So the overall theme here is definitely about that learning, teaching, sharing. You can see here in the constellation, Pollux and Castor, they're twins, and this is what it means. They are, in essence, Gemini needs two things. Gemini needs both energies to synergize with, to exchange with. So this is essentially the energy that we have available, is that exchanging. And whether it's exchanging of our, like the hemispheres of our mind, or of our thoughts and, communicating them to others, then this is all the type of energy that I think we're going to be naturally concerned with the moon here in this sort of placement, because the moon is always our emotional concern and just our overall, in many cases, the Vedics talk about mental elements of the moon, which is what we normally think about. And so this is, in essence, what we are concerned about. So here I think we'll be concerned about communications, learning, teaching, writing, and sharing. So all those things will certainly be in flow when we're following that balanced perspective of Gemini, which is wanting to share, wanting to learn, wanting to treat life as a learning process, and not getting too overly concerned about it, not getting too under concerned about it, just that middle path there. Now that's the lunar energy, and so the moon's going to stay in Gemini for the entire day. Now if we look over here at where we have very strong activity today in particular, is we've got this Mercury conjuncting up to Mars. And so I've been talking about this for the past couple of days, and they're still exact today. And you can see that also in the transit report. But the thing I want to show you actually with this constellation first is that you notice how the conjunction is happening towards the tail end of Aries in terms of the actual constellation. So this is the launch pad. If you look at rams, and when they go into battle, they have this sort of hind leg thing that they do, where they sort of stand up and then they use all of their momentum to push forward. And so that's essentially what this area of the constellation signifies, is momentum, of pushing forward. It's not like the head where it's about contact necessarily. It's about, the momentum that we build. So this is in essence what we're thinking about, what we have available. I think today we're certainly integrating a lot of these ideas and goals and ambitions that we could possibly be working on, and really integrating it by getting our momentum going, getting our momentum moving forward. And then our self-expression, notice the sun's over here is at the head of the ram. So our self-expression is where it meets, is where this energy meets the pavement, you might say. So this is by far the most influential of the transits today because of the conjunction here, and these are very, powerful planets when they come together. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the transit so we can see exactly what kind of overall energy we're going to be experiencing. As you can see, the blue here is the sextiles and trines. And so we got some easy aspects today. This red one here is the challenge, but it's involving the north node. So a little bit later, the moon is going to be squaring up to the north node, but this has to do with action. This has to do with energy. And so it reverts back to this overall theme of what we're experiencing today. And you can see that this Mercury conjuncting up to Mars will be exact still for pretty much the entire day here until the evening time for those of us in the States. So very much still in orb. And we still have this Venus sextiling up to Jupiter energy, which is nice, which is about our opportunities with relationships and to expand a little bit when it comes to our connections, whether it's the simple pleasures. And of course, Venus is in Taurus. So this is more to do with the enjoyments of life. So I think today we certainly have an opportunity to continue to expand on that level as well. Maybe even enjoy some philosophy, enjoy some home, enjoy some family related things, because Jupiter is still transiting Cancer, where the sextile is taking place also. Now you can see Jupiter is getting close to Leo. So over the next month, 2 months, we'll really start to feel this transition period from Cancer, which is the little the last star here, towards the nose of Leo here. So we'll feel that transition. But those are the major elements. I want to show you also that today we do have a lot of minor aspects. If you look at the transits here, see these kind of weird minor aspects here. A lot of these going on. They're semi-sextiles and quincunxes. And so usually what they mean is integration. Semi-sextiles are when something is one sign away. Quincunx is when they're 6 signs away, which is a very, clunky, very different energy. So I think today is going to be certainly about integration as well. But all in all, as an overall energy, I think that launching point of that Mercury, which is our thoughts, our communications, our ideas, putting them into action, is certainly still on the table today, all while working with it and balancing it with the moon as well. So I'm going to continue to refine this. Please let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. This will be a work in progress. As we go on, we're going to get more data about stars and what the stars mean, what the areas of the constellations mean, and we'll look at Ophiuchus, we'll look at Orion, and all these other elements of the stars as well. So hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Take care.